Hey guys, this is Patrick Powers. This video is for App Development 1 for the January 2013 class, and this is week 3. So this week was for us to complete the second milestone tasks for our application, and you can see on the right hand side that's more or less exactly what I've done. I'll just kind of go through. I was able to complete, I would say, 95% of everything that I've tasked myself with. And I'll kind of go through what was good and what wasn't so great. So what I did was, the main thing was to create a JSON file as well as an XML file to pull those files in, parse them into two separate table views. So the bars, this is actually the JSON data. The reviews is actually the XML data, and then parsing it out into the table view. And then creating the detailed views from that information so it passes through. Now, one thing that I did have an issue with was this map. You'll see I'm going to go back once. If I go back to the exact same one, it will go to the location of the pin. But that first time it goes into that view, it'll always be wrong. At least that's what's happened so far. It does have geolocation for the user. It does have the pin annotation for the location, and you can go into either one of these. There it is. It actually changed. This mock location is actually for this particular bar, Relax at Lake Eola. Go into Eola Wine Company. Again, it moved a little bit more. So that is properly working. So create annotations on the maps in the detail view. Allow for geolocation of the user. There we go. Link the website UI button to the UI web view. So I did create the UI web view. This icon right here, like a Safari button, will pull up the bar's website. I do have these down here working as well. When you click on, if you go back, click on again, you can refresh. And these things all seem to populate pretty quickly, so the stopping is kind of hard. But it all does work. And then jumping back, link the UI, the call UI button to the phone and pass through to the phone number. Now, because I'm on the simulator, it'll tell me that it doesn't work. I have this alert view built in. But on the phone, I can say it actually does work. It passes right through to the phone and starts calling the phone number. Create the JSON file with a minimum of 8 bars. Now I can say that I do have that JSON file. And these are the bars that are listed. Same thing for the flip side, the reviews with 4. Again, I do have that as well. Parse the JSON, parse the XML, which you can see has been done. Create an email button from the user to the developer. Now I haven't actually created the functionality, but there we go. That's how you actually email. I create a header for the table view and multiple sections. Now I was able to actually create a header. I've done it as an ad placement for both of the tabs, but I didn't do the multiple sections. So that's I guess if you want to divide this up, there's 10 points. That's half of it, so 95%, 5% I didn't do. I wanted to actually take the date that these were written. So here's the date that any one of these might have been written, and put headers to each one of these, and I couldn't completely think of how to do that. I would need a new header for each section to just be that one review, and then go on to the next, and it wasn't coming together in my head. So what challenges did I face? Well, the one obviously was in terms of the map view kit and it not populating correctly the first time around. Oh, I did actually have this too. This is just a disclaimer letting you know the information is as accurate as it could be. And that's the modal view that I did. I also just, not that it was overly difficult, but populating the UI table views with the various JSON and XML data, and then passing that through the detail view. It did take some time, but ultimately I was able to do it. So that's the end of week 3. Thanks so much.